Hi guys, it's Andy from Nismotech UK. We're looking at the FC Trio fan controller from Akasa. So let's have a quick look at the front of the box. Also we have got the red and white Akasa logo up at the top here, an image of the actual fan controller here, and a couple of boxes that gives a little bit of information about this. It's a 30 watt per channel. It is a 3-channel fan controller. Has a VFD display which can also be turned off, which is something that I really like the sound of. It's obviously, like I said, 3-channel, 5¼ bay, and the fan control speed can go from 0 RPM all the way up to 999, I believe. Information on the actual box on the side here is in foreign languages, and again on that side. Up at the top here, it does mention the FC Trio's got a brushed aluminium panel and gives you control of 3 fans using temperature monitoring, designed to accommodate 3 30-watt fans with speed control down to 0 RPM. And as I've already mentioned, the display can be turned off. On the back of the box, we have got an image of the front of the controller and the rear of the actual fan controller as well, showing the individual connectors. And on this side we have a couple more individual specifications. The RPM display is from 0 all the way up to 9,999 RPM. It is compatible with 3-pin fans as well as the 4-pin fans, which is good to see. And the display temperature will run from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade, and the alarm setting is anywhere between 50 and 90 degrees centigrade. The output current and voltage obviously are displayed there, along with the actual dimensions as well. So without further ado, let's slice the seal and have a look and see what's inside. Put that down to one side. Okay, so we have the user manual, which is obviously going to explain to you where to actually connect all the individual connectors, etc., how to set the alarm, the different modes, etc. So obviously make sure that you do have a good read of this, so that you know exactly what you're doing. Let's stick that down there. We have some sticky pads for sticking down the thermal sensors, and looks like they supply 4 there, which is good. Some king screws, and this is the actual controller itself with all the cables. Now looking at it, they've already connected the temperature sensor cables up to the actual device here, as you can see, as well as the fan extensions. So they're already all connected in. Whether or not you're going to need all 3 of them obviously depends on your system. So you may have to go in and obviously take a couple of them out. But obviously you've got a whole bundle of cables here, which we'll have a look at in a moment. The actual controller itself is quite sturdy. Looking at the front, very nice indeed. Obviously here's the brushed aluminium front panel. Buttons at the top are nice and firm to push, and I see the dials are quite nice, shiny. There's no click on them when you're sort of putting it down low or high, and the individual things. And then I see the actual display there, which is recessed into the actual fan controller. The Akasa logo up at the top here as well. So it's clearly labelled fan 1, fan 2 and fan 3. So apart from that, there's nothing much more on the actual controller itself. So let's untangle this collection of cables and see what we have. Okay, bear with me a moment. Okay, the first one is also your Molex power connector to power the actual fan controller itself, and we have clearly labelled, if I can gather them together somehow, fan 1, fan 2 and fan 3 with the temperature sensors. So you'd be sticking them down with one of the sticky pads over the top, wherever you want to put it in the case, to monitor the actual temperature. And we'll just bring this down a moment. There we go. So that's that there. and also we have the 4-pin adapters for the actual fan connectors. As you can see, it is capable of taking a 3-pin fan as well, which is really good. So obviously the main specifications is that obviously it can take 4 and 3-pin connector, and you are able to turn the actual display off as well, which is really good if you're not quite in the mood to have this blaring out in front of you in your case, or you just want to turn the display off. It can be done, which is really good. So we're going to connect this up to one of our cases that we have in at the moment and see what it looks like built into the actual computer. Now, as you can see, the Akasa FC Trio has been installed into the NMAX iVector case. In order to turn the display off, you literally hold the CF button in for around 2 to 3 seconds and that turns off. Switching it back on, you can cycle through the different fan channels by pressing the mode button 1, 2, 3 and change centigrade to Fahrenheit. So I'm going to connect a fan to this at the moment, just bear with me. Up at the top here we have Everest Advanced Silent Fan from NMAX. So we're just going to control the actual speed on this particular fan. Now, as you can see, I've actually turned that up slowly and we should start to get a audible alarm because I've tried to turn it up too quick. So it just shows obviously that if the fan's not going around, you are going to get an alarm coming up, which obviously you can control and set to whatever speed you wish for that to happen. Okay, so let's turn it all the way up. As you can see, the fan is just going around nicely up at the top there. I've got this connected up as a 3-pin, so the RPM's not going to be coming up, and the actual fan here, it won't be spinning around, but obviously it does if you have got a PDM fan connected up. So I'm just going to turn this down. So you see the fan is starting to slow right down and turn off. So all in all, the Akasa FC Trio, in my opinion, looks extremely good. I love the fact that you're able to turn the actual display off, as well as still keep the actual fans going. Just bear with me, there we go. So it's a really nice finish, really good fan controller. We hope you like the overview and we'll see you in our next video.
We hoped you liked our video review. If you did, then please leave a like as well as any comments or questions you may have down below. Full details and specifications on this item can be found at our website nismotech.com, along with all the links for purchasing if you wish. Also on our site you'll find our latest reviews and current giveaways, plus a lot more. We look forward to seeing you in our next review.